right, thanks, Marv. At 3:30 this morning, Michael Jordan woke up with flu-like symptoms. He had a stomachache and a headache, and he couldn't go back to sleep. He threw up all night, and as reported earlier, he missed the shoot-around, but he was in bed all day and continued to throw up. As a matter of fact, he got in here early. When I went to talk to him back in the back room, he was in a dark room trying to get some rest, but still throwing up. And Marv, I talked to him, I said, how do you feel? He said, I really feel horrible. But his history in games where he's either been hurt or sick has been bad news for the opponent. And as you can see, he's ready to go tonight. Marv?
All right, thanks, Ahmad. And the Utah Jazz.
His range there. I just don't think Carl had any idea what the shot clock was.
And Jordan trying to slip it, and then took it back and hit. So Michael Jordan, despite
got the quick start that they needed to keep the crowd into it.
And Michael Jordan able to line drive it home for his second field goal. 11 of 19 from the field in a red-hot opening quarter. Chicago just 5 for 15. Michael Jordan is back, putting the move on Chris Morris.
Cannot guard on the perimeter.
So Michael Jordan, who in a rare occasion did not go to the free throw line at all the other night, only the second time in his postseason career that he went an entire game without a free throw. Looking exhausted here in the second quarter, playing with flu-like symptoms. Also looked exhausted in the fourth quarter the other night, although he was able to pick things up.
And that pick and roll has been very good to Utah, almost so much that they forgot to go to inside game because they're getting so many good scores out of any pick and roll with John Stockton or Howard Isley on the left side of the floor.
Michael Jordan has had to carry so much of the load as Hornacek back-to-back horrible turnovers for Utah.
And Jordan puts moves on Hornacek for the rebound. Jordan finding Longley.
Let's play basketball.
Evans came over to join Dan Crawford because Stockton and Harper were pushing on the lineup. Jordan to the crossover. Yes.
The pick and roll play because Michael has been taking the ball to the basket, drawing some fouls. The officials are used to seeing that, and of course you got the Jazz in the penalty, put the pressure on them.
Michael Jordan, his percentage of the points during the season, coming up and in the finals, having to carry that load, and along with Scottie Pippen, really the only two guys who can say that they've been doing it.
Well, Bill, in particular with the way Chicago's offense has dipped as the finals have progressed, as the playoffs have progressed. And Jordan with 12 of his 16 points here in the second quarter. It's down to a 3-point Jazz lead. And the steal by Jordan. Putting behind the back on Russell. He turned it around and fed it to Pippen. And tipped home by Jordan. What a play by Michael Jordan.
Well, John Stockton out of control. Passing on the move right into the hands of Michael Jordan with Scottie Pippen filling the lane for the nice finish, and Jordan not taking anything for granted, finishing off. Stockton in all kinds of trouble, tries the Dennis Rodman flop, doesn't get the whistle there. Jordan to the line.
Michael Jordan with 19 points in all, 15 have come in the second quarter. Utah at one point led 36-20, 3 minutes into the second. The Bulls going to the line now, following these free throws by Jordan. It'll be 22 trips to the line, only 12 for the tip. Chicago down by 2. Jordan got the step. Jordan has tied the game at 63. He has 4 title runs. That was back in '92 against Portland. And they went out to beat the Blazers 4 games to 2. That was their second of 4 titles. It is 2-2 right now in this game number 5 as Michael Jordan cuts it to a 5-point Jazz lead. So he's been sitting here at the start of the fourth quarter. Antoine Carr, and here is Chris Mars.
and that'll buy Karl Malone another 30 seconds or another minute of rest. Time and score will dictate when Karl Malone comes back in.
Chris Mars with 11 points off the bench. Jordan, yes, the Jazz 77 and the Bulls 71. Carr's pass broken up, and Pippen able to come up with it on the deflection. Jordan fires for three. Yes. And he's tied the game at 77. And he did it in casual form. And you can see how exhausted Michael Jordan is. No reaction after the shot. Just happy to go to the bench as timeout is called.
Confidence, discipline, the exchange between Pippen and Jordan. Once, twice. Right back. You do it, big guy. Pump fake, freezes the defense. The jumper, net. Then he staggers back to the bench, near exhaustion, ready to fall over. He's got his team tied now. Where is that bench? He gets there and sits back, and they put the ice bag on his neck. He won't even take the Gatorade.
He doesn't want to waste any energy. No high fives, no lifting water to his mouth. He is exhausted.
A heroic performance by Michael Jordan. He has played 35 minutes. He has scored 30 points. And the game is tied at 77. Karl Malone is back. Here's John Stockton. Chicago can recapture the lead. Utah has led by as many as 16. The Bulls at one point led by 1. Russell on Jordan. Anderson cheating over. Shot clock at 7. Jordan shooting. Yes. Chicago 79 and Utah 77. And double team. Pippen knocked it aside. Picked up, recovered though. Stockton for 3. Same exact spot that he hit that enormous three-pointer in game 4. And he just did it with 2 on the shot clock. 3-point Jazz lead. Bulls have missed their last 6 shots. Jordan, yes. But Jazz by 1. Six and 5/10 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And it's the Jazz 85, the Bulls 84. Jordan, an 83% free throw shooter during the season. And the game is tied at 85.
Marv, the Bulls have been here so many times. The huge games, year after year. The confidence, the poise, the determination, the discipline and organization down the stretch, all paying off right now with Jordan masterfully at the line.
Jordan able to scoop up the loose ball for the possession with 40 seconds remaining. The game tied at 85. 10 on the shot clock. Pippen backing Hornacek. Here's Jordan for 2. Yes! Michael Jordan! They're 3 points down, and now he hits the second. 2/10 of a second remaining. The inbounds, and the Chicago Bulls have defeated the Utah Jazz to take a 3-2 lead. They win it 90-88. A courageous, classic performance by the flu-ridden Michael Jordan. A performance that I think will go down as one of the greatest of his career because of the situation. Let's go to Ahmad Rashad. Ahmad?
Michael, one of the great performances, the way you were feeling. You played 44 minutes. It was all about will.
Yeah, you know, it's all about desire. You just got to come out here and do what you got to do. We wanted it real bad, you know, and me as a leader, I had to come out and do my best, and hopefully the team could rally around me and come out and make contributions.
Never any doubt down the stretch. How weak were you?
I was really tired. I was very weak. At halftime, I told Phil that use me in spurts. But, I mean, somehow I found the energy. Just stay strong. I wanted it really bad.
All right, congratulations on a great game, Michael. Get some rest,
Thanks.
and we'll see you on Friday. Let's go over to Jim Gray.